Carmelo, you'd mentioned a few weeks ago, I think it was, that like after 20 games is when you kind of have the sample to start to evaluate stuff. And I was wondering where you stood on. It's been 20 games. Where you stood on that today.
I think now is the time where we have to start making a decision on kind of what type of team we want to be. Start focusing in on being a little bit more consistent, throughout the course of the games. Finding a way to string some games together. The baby steps is out the way now. The first couple games of the season is out the way. Now is the time to kind of buckle down and take this thing to the next level.
What positives did y'all take from last game? Everybody's talking about some of the negatives.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to kind of talk about the negatives when you lose. When you lose a couple games, when you're not playing well. The positives that I see as a whole, as a team, is that everybody's trying to figure. I don't want to keep saying figuring it out, but everybody's trying to do what they have to do to figure it out, to figure out ways to do their part to help us win basketball games. That's what I do see. Nobody is moping around. Nobody is frustrated. I think guys are angry. I think guys are pissed. But I just come from, your competitive nature, wanting to win games, understanding what we have over here, the talent level that we have over here, and not being able to put it together right now. So that's where the anger come in at. And I think in this game, you almost have to be angry, when you're losing basketball games. The way that we're, losing basketball games is more on us than anybody else. So the anger part comes in, and I think when you're angry, you show that you care. And it's different than being frustrated. Being angry and being frustrated is two different things.
You've said before you feel like you guys are close. Do you still feel that way? Do you think there's any need to do something big? Do you think like a lineup change or anything significant?
No, hell no. No, not at all. I mean, we're fine, man. It's just like I said, it's on us to figure out how we're going to be consistent. And I think that's our biggest downfall right now. We're not a consistent team. And once we get that consistency, the way that we want to play and continuing that that level of play throughout the course of the game, then we'll see the turnaround.
You've got a team coming in that you've already faced twice in the first 20 games of the season. Just your thoughts on playing against Minnesota again and what you'll have to do.
We owe them. I mean, they came in here and we gave them a game. On our home court, we gave them a game on their home court. So tomorrow is a chance for us to, kind of redeem ourselves back here on our home court. And, hopefully it won't be 4 in a row. That's our mindset.
Carmelo, you've used the term "figuring it out" a few times so far today. What is, like for you specifically, what does figuring it out entail?
Well, doing what we all do best within the confines of what we're trying to do as a team. And, I think being in this league a long time, you see different things throughout the course of the game, throughout the course of the season. I think as a team right now, we're still searching for kind of who we are, as a team, as a whole. We don't know that yet. I mean, yeah, we're one of the best defensive teams in the NBA right now, but we still don't know exactly how we want to play from a complete game standpoint, offensively. Defensively, we haven't put it all together yet. Some nights it's offensively for us, and some nights it's defensively for us. So we have to put both of those together.
You've got the lowest free throw rate of your career right now. Paul's got the lowest. Russ has the second lowest. What's causing those low numbers?
Well, I think the way that we're playing, just the way that we're playing it, the way that the game is coming to us, and the way that we're playing and kind of on the perimeter, off of each other. Spacing, kind of letting Russ play downhill, playing off the ball. So, in the past we've all had the ball in our hands. Now it's a different adjustment, for everybody. So, but we still have to figure out a way how to, get to the free throw line and, get downhill and play in the paint and, add that component to our game.
Alex mentioned those one pass or no pass possessions that can really stagnate an offense at times. Is that something that you look at personally? Because there have been times in the second half of games, for instance, like the third quarter last night, where you have a possession where there's no pass and the shot goes up.
Well, I think it's more of a feel, and when you make it, it's a good shot. We miss it, it's a bad shot. And You know, I think it's more of a rhythm that you have to have throughout the course of the game. For myself, personally, those are shots that I've taken in the past. Those are shots that I feel comfortable with. I'm pretty sure Russ feel comfortable, Paul feel comfortable with that. I think it's just a matter of knowing, time, scoring, possession, and we can all do a better job with that.
You mentioned the other day that you've been on teams before that have gone through difficult, frustrating stretches.
Yeah.
Does this one feel
Just
different?
but this is not. It's not frustrating, because we know what we have and we know what we can be and we know when we do it, the results that we get. It pisses us off. It makes us angry when we're not getting the results that we want. We're putting in the work, but we're not getting the results. And I think that's when the anger come in that, and we angry that we're losing, and we got to stop that. But it's not. I've been on teams before where we drop 3, drop 4, drop 10, drop 12, and after a couple games, the frustration level, just gets higher and higher. And I wouldn't say anybody is frustrated in here right now.
That's what I was going to ask. Kind of, does this locker room? And
this is different. Yeah, it's different, man. And every team is different. Every situation is different. But I would be the first to say that, this is not a frustrating moment, for us as a team.
Melo, is there a chance that when you guys maybe come out flat or things go wrong on a possession, you guys kind of all expect someone else to pick it up?
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of sitting back and waiting to see who's gonna do it. When things come on, we come out flat. When we start off slow, it's like, okay, who's gonna step up to the plate first? We got to get that out. We got to get that mindset out of it. But for the most part, we start the games off. And I don't think it's how it starts. It's maintaining it throughout the course of the game.
This could be a painfully dumb question, but do you think you guys, because of the talent that you have, are putting too much pressure on yourselves to win?
I think we're trying to go get it, and all at once, rather than just kind of taking a deep breath, relax, and knowing that all of this is new to everybody. And I kind of expected a situation like this, for us to go through what we're going through. Maybe not now, maybe in December or January or something like that, but it was going to be a point in time where we all had to go through a moment like this to see what type of team we are, what type of guys we are, how we're going to come together. It's unfortunate that we're going through it right now, but it happens to everybody. And it's our turn right now, but we can't cry about it. We got to keep pushing, keep fighting, and it starts tomorrow. That's the way I look at it.
Carmelo, given your relationships with Ron and Dwayne Wade, do you remember anything about some of what they went through when they kind of came together in Miami? Or?
Yeah, I remember a lot of, most teams who kind of came together the way that we did. It took time. I don't like to compare, but it happens. New teams, new faces, new personnel. It happens. I think for us, that's where the angriness comes in at, because we know we can be so good, and we know we're going to be so good. It's just having these moments right now that makes us strong.
Have you had conversations with LeBron and Dwayne during the season about that process?
In the past, not this year. Not this year. It's early. It's still early. No time for nobody to panic or start making calls, and we'll figure it out. Trust me, we'll figure it out.
And you talked at the beginning of the season about how you'd taken Russell under your wing, and last night we see some frustration from him at the end of the game, and he talks about needing to be a leader and take control. What are your guys' conversations?
Well, he's angry. He's not. Frustrated. I don't think he's angry at the way that kind of we're playing and what we're doing. And I think as a leader of any situation, you always want to take the onus on yourself. And trust me, I've done it for 14 years of my career, and I know what that feels like. But this is different, and we cannot allow him to take all of this on by himself. And we're in it together. We win together, we lose together, and it'll be fun again for us.
Do you say anything to him in those moments where you see that anger, to kind of tell him you've been there before?
Yeah, it's more about just staying positive in these moments. And this is the time where you have to rely on, the guys on the team to come together and have the support. The support have to be at an all-time high right now. You know, so you have to rely on us, and we have to rely on him. And, you know, we in this together, so there's no need for him to take this, you know, on by himself. But I get it. I get it. I've been there. I'm there now. I want to take it on, you know, on my shoulders myself. But we in this together, so there's no need to put that much pressure on one person.
Anybody else?
Thanks, Melo.
Thank you.